you remember back to high school, for those of us who are no longer there, I'm sure at one point you remember facing this dilemma. You're sitting in class, it's test day, everyone's sitting there scribbling away their paragraph responses or checking in their Scantron sheets, and you're just drawing a blank, be it because you never listened in the first place or because you're a horrible tester, whatever. That point, every student is faced with the notion, to cheat or not to cheat. I won't deny I have been faced with that dilemma, obviously, myself, and I haven't always taken the moral high road. When I was in high school, I was an AP student, and AP students didn't cheat like every other student, you know. I remember seeing, you know, other normal classes, as I wasn't in all AP classes, but that cheating where you have your pencil in hand, you're just like, no. That is elementary grade stuff. Children, do not do it. Not only is that the easiest way to get caught, but when you are in AP classes, AP teachers know those tricks. And I'm sure every teacher knows those tricks. They just don't care, you know. But we had to get very sneaky, especially with like the caliber of assignments we had. The one notable time I cheated was in my AP government class. In that class, we had this assignment where we had to go to a town council meeting, and we'd sit in the meeting and listen in on, you know, what was ever happening in our town. They handed out this like syllabus when you got there to cover what they were going to discuss. At the end of the meeting, you had to have one of the town councilmen sign that paper, and then you'd bring it back home, you'd write your little essay on like a review of what happened while you were there, and then you turn it in. This teacher that we had made those signed pieces of paper worth half the points because it's so easy to just, you know, write the paper and be like, oh yeah, I was there, I just forgot to get it signed, or I lost it, or my cat ate it. My friends in this class, whom we'll just call Seth and Savannah, Seth sat right next to me because our desks in this class were lined up in rows, except instead of rows of single students, it was like coupled rows. So Seth was to my right, and behind me was Savannah. We all decided, obviously, that we're going to go to these classes together, or go to these meetings together, because it would be so much more fun that way, and blah, blah, blah. End of the semester pops up, and we realize we have missed every single meeting. They're out for, you know, the rest of the semester, and this class is only a semester long. So we were totally boned. We devised this kind of a plan, and I will say it was quite magnificent. My friend Seth was the tech genius, Savannah were the hands, and I was kind of the middleman. I made sure everything worked because this could only work with the step that I played. Our class obviously didn't just exist in this, you know, 1 hour. There were other students who had the exact same class as us at different hours. Savannah convinced her friends, whom we'll call Chris and Meredith, to give them a copy of their signed syllabus. Savannah then handed those signed copies off to Seth. Seth went home, scanned them that night, and then emailed them to me. I opened the documents, and I erased the signatures off of the documents, printed off a copy for each of us, and came to class. That day I gave all the copies to Savannah, Seth gave the originals back to her, and Savannah forged the signatures on every single paper. She then distributed the papers back to us, gave the originals back to Chris and Meredith, and we went home the next day and wrote our little essays reviewing the town meeting, came back, turned them in, bing bang boom, 200 points for all of us. It was quite genius, if I do say so myself. I did end up going back to visit that teacher, and I told him the story. And he confessed to me that, you know, he probably didn't know that that very scenario went on, but he's known of extreme scenarios like that where people do something to get their 100 points. And he's even agreed, you know, if you work hard enough to cheat, he's just going to give it to you. If you're sloppy and, you know, it's really obvious what you've done, he's going to bust you. But he figures, you know, it was our senior year, no big deal, whatever. That being said, I'm not condoning cheating. I'm not saying all teachers condone cheating. It's very easy to get an F and, you know, get in a lot of trouble if you get caught. And not every teacher is going to be as cool as mine was, you know. And the thing is he didn't even know that, you know, we were cheating. When I told him what happened, I just told him that this was something I heard of happening, not that I did it. So, that in mind, my story of the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and will take it with a grain of salt, and just know, just because it worked for me doesn't mean it will work for you. If you have any extremist cheating stories that you think can trump mine, good luck. I have many more that don't just involve me, but those will be saved for a later date. So yeah, I get to get ready for work now. Yay! Alright, so I will see you all soon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. La 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 la. Bye! Bye!